2 set of downs all the way down to the 25.
Shut up.
This set of downs starts with an option right. He's inside the 10. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with Achane. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins finish up their opening drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. And on their opening drive, we see what may be their most exciting highlight of this entire contest. I'm hoping that's not the case, but it might be quite the touchdown run right there.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand and co-sign that one with you. We know how hard explosive pass plays are. Run plays are even more difficult. So a run of that length on the opening drive, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to say it'll be their last.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Lamar off to play fake. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Jackson now on 3rd. He finds McConkey. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Now here's Lamar. Into traffic, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. We've got a close one here. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Now Jackson off the play action. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
The handoff on 3rd and short. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Shaheed. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He brings it in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Quick throw left side, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Garindo has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. It's a design boot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down carry for HN. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got to gain a 6 there. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Garindo. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Chargers, who have 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pistol snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
Tua off the play fake. He's going to push one deep down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for two. Jackson's throwing for it. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 22 on 2nd down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tagovailoa again. That's caught Devon Achane. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here's Tua again. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They go play fake with Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it, and he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, Lamar. Complete beyond the marker. Now he's past the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll try with the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers lead by 14. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers lead by 15 now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Tua to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his... Tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
He finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back, it's the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Here's Tua. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Miami. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it an 11-point ball game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return starts at the 9. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Running left out of the 2nd down option. He's across the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Give now to the running back. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tua setting up to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 17. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Still has room inside the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chargers close to picking up their 5th win. They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Browns kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Trying to force one through there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.